What are they talking about now? Oh my God, I can't believe it.
You three seem to get along very well. Working together on the set, were there any pranks played on each other?
I'm not a prankster. I always think,
come
please.
on. April Fools, you wait for that day to come around. Like nobody's business.
On April Fool's Day, I go around and change people's calendar to April 2nd. Not really. I think
It wasn't a big prank-filled set.
When I hear a prank-filled set, I think, oh, so glad I'm not on that movie.
Every time I do a press junket, I always regret that I didn't pull some kind of a George Clooney prank so that I would have a prank to talk about later. We really missed an opportunity there, guys.
You know what we should do? We should have hired a writer to come up with pranks that we could have said we played.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yes.
How long
Prank
do we
writer.
have between now and our next?
Yeah. Does anybody here have any ideas for pranks that we could have said we pulled? No, I don't really. I don't. You know, to me, it's nose to the grindstone. You know, we like to get the work done, and you know.
I'm going to offer right now $50 to the best fake prank that we can say that we pulled on each other. Okay. The offer's there. See me afterwards.
Hi. What do you think?
But by the way, I want to interject that we do have fun. We had a lot of fun on the movie.
did have
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
We had good times in the Yukon.
Yeah.
We had a night of debauchery, and by
one-
that I
yes.
mean gambling.
Yeah. One
That's
night, which I find interesting, you know, the Yukon was, you know, it's that midnight sun time when we were up there in the summer.
It never got dark.
It never got dark. And we came home at midnight, and Owen went to play golf.
That's right. I teed off at midnight, and the course was called the Top of the World Golf Course. And you could literally hear wolves howling around the fourth hole. And the ball flies a mile up in that altitude. I was crushing it that
It's
day.
like being on the moon.
Yeah. And then we played one day.
We did play one
David.
day.
David's a very good golfer, the director, and our game's probably.
There was a competition there. We can
there's
talk
work
about it,
to
can't
be
we?
done. Yes.
Anyway, we did this
you
movie.
won.
We did win. I didn't want to say it, but you still owe me a bottle of wine.
Did
Well,
I not
you said
get
before
that?
we got to the end of the game, you were emphatic. You wanted to make it interesting.
That's right.
The winner buys wine.
I have a question.
Payable immediately, no tears.
Yeah.
I have a
I
question.
believe what I said.
I have a question.
Yes.
What was your question? That was my question.
Hi. What do you think are the basic elements that turn a comedy into a classic? And what are some examples of those classics?
Well, I think
The producers.
my being in it. One thing, you never know. You don't know. But I found that it does take 5 to 10 years for a movie to be known what it really is after the fact. I've had movies.
Or longer.
Yeah, it could be, but I'll never see that day. But it does take time. You can have movies come. It's a Wonderful Life was a flop when it came out, and it took.
right?
Yes, it was. Yeah, and it just takes time for people get back to you. I've had movies that didn't do well when they come out, and then they sort of churn for a while. And then you start to hear about that movie again for some reason. By the way, I've had the opposite too, and so you really don't know what anything is. Really,
So true.
George Bush could be our greatest president. We won't know for like 50 to 100 years.
And Anaconda was not heralded as a great movie when it came out.
That's amazing.
Here we are.
I don't believe that. Yeah.
True.